Hi everybody. Surprise. Oops. Hang on. Hang on. My Facebook is blowing up. Hold on. Stand by. Hi everybody. Surprise. Nobody had any warning that I was coming on. Because I didn't know if I was going to get on tonight or not. I just finished with clients. I know. Clients on my day off. So happy to see you guys. Thanks for hopping on unannounced, but this is one of those ones where it's not going to be so interactive, so it's kind of informational, so you can just kind of pass it on. So Honey Rose, hey. Darlene's here, Lisa, Diane, everybody's here. Yay, I'm glad to see you. Without warning, I figured I'd come on here, and you know, this is one of those ones that I rigged my phone up differently and I'm not sure I love it. Okay, I feel like we're looking at the ceiling. This is one of those ones that, and I know Jess Jones wouldn't love it. Hey, love you too. Pam, everybody's here. Good to see you. Lisa, so nice to see you. So I feel like this is one of those videos that's just going to be kind of informational. And that's, I didn't not announce it on purpose. It's just I didn't know if I was going to get on. My last clients just left. I know it's my day off and that's what happens, but that's okay. It's okay. They had an amazing reading, so that was good. But, you know, I find that when I put up a new moon post or a full moon post, a post about either, and I typically try to, I find that a lot of people come up with questions, and what they do is message me. And I might answer like 10 questions from 10 different people. I know, we are looking at the ceiling. Jess will just have to get over it. Hang on a second, let me make a little adjustment. Oh, is that better? It's the way I've got the phone tilted. Yep, see, that's what happens if you tilt it too much. Okay, I need a different setup. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, that's not working. Okay, one last adjustment and then I'll be right with you guys. Yeah, sorry about the ceiling. You're gonna have some ceiling tonight. It's just, I've got it rigged up differently and I don't love it. I think I've got it too hot in this room. I'm sweating. All right, everybody, here, let's go. Okay, let's talk about the full moon, because what happens, like I started to say, what happens is I put up a post either about the full moon or the new moon, and what happens is I get a whole bunch of messages, which is fine. This is not a complaint. This is informational. I get a whole bunch of messages, and all the messages are asking me the exact same question. And then I'm like, okay, well, I put up a post, and so what I've done, hey, Michelle, I put up a post, and what I do sometimes is maybe I leave more questions in your mind. For instance, one today was like, well, what does it mean when the full moon is in Virgo? It may mean different things to different people. Let's address more of the full moon, okay? So the thing about it is I've been talking about this program that I've been doing this year, and kind of what the full moon is going to bring, or what we need to work on the full moon, is kind of fits into what I've been talking about, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I just want to give you a couple of things about the full moon, okay? So when we come into a full moon, that's the time for us to release, okay? When we're in the new moon, that's when we're going to, you know, work on manifesting our desires and that sort of thing. This is what I get for having my computer open at the same time. Sorry. Okay, so I'm in that chair again. I did it again. You'd think if I repeated the same behaviors, I'd get sick of doing it. Anyway, so so the full moon, under the full moon, we are going to we're going to release what no longer serves us. Now, a lot of people ask me, how do we do that? Well, it's as simple as writing something down. You know, and I've told people to do this before. Write something down, write it on a piece of paper, and you might want to, hey Donna, how you enjoying the cold air? I'm wearing a tank top. So you might want to write it down on a piece of paper, and how you release it out into the universe. If you have fire, I mean, everybody has fire, but a grill or a fire pit or even a fireplace, I like to do it that way. I like to write it down and then put it into one of the elements, of course, which is fire. It's just symbolic for me. I mean, you can just write it down, tear it up, and throw it away if you want to, but whatever you're releasing, so it might be writing down a bad habit, like I'm no longer going to drink soda. It might be writing down, you know, I'm going to stop spending money. Except for on yourself. Spend money on yourself. That's a whole other program. But, you know, take care of yourself, of course. You might write down, I'm going to release the energy of such and such person. Those are some of the things you can purge. And like I said, the best way to do it is just, and you know, you don't have to do with it. Like everything I say you can do in your mind, but I like the symbolism of writing it down, lighting it on fire, and you know, sending it off to the universe that way. So, that is part of purging. And like I said, that can be anything. It could be, I'm just looking at my notes. Okay, it could be things that don't resonate with you anymore. For instance, you know, I talked about humans. I mean, you can let go of humans that way. You can let go of toxic relationships that way. You can let go of spending habits that way. Hey, Stephanie. You can let go of, you know, different eating habits, anything you have that you want to release, okay? And, you know, it may be an attachment. I'm going to release my attachment to this house, or I'm going to release my attachment to this car or something. And it doesn't mean you're getting rid of those things, but maybe you are obsessed with your house or you're obsessed with your car and you realize, hey, I've got bigger things I need to think about than always making sure that, you know, it's one thing to have a clean house, but actually I shouldn't say that because I'm OCD. But, you know, some people, you know, they can't even spend an hour on themselves because they're spending an hour wiping down, you know, floors every day, which, you know, if it's messy, great, keep it clean. But, you know, the goal is to release the things that aren't serving you. Release the things, I know, right, Michelle? Release the things that, that are keeping you cluttered, okay? So keeping your mind cluttered, keeping your home cluttered. And I'm not saying burn your stuff, but release things that are attachments, okay? That's what the full moon is about. Okay. Now, during this full moon, I want you to do homework. I want you to write down, because this is what's going to happen with a new moon, because we're in a full moon, so guess what happens next? The new moon, okay? So start writing down and thinking about things that you want to, new practices you want to bring in, okay? So you're going to do the releasing, but make sure with that, you know what you're going to bring in. So for instance, if you're releasing soda, you're going to bring in more water, okay? But you're not going to worry about that piece of it right now. You're going to save that for the new moon, okay? Right now, we're just talking about what we're releasing under the full moon, okay? The other thing, so physically, okay, so that would be emotionally, physically, what kind of things are presenting yourself in your body? Is it an illness? You know, are you the person who's got the flu for the second time this year? You know, that's something to think about, guys. There's a lot to be said for germs, and I always say, you know, I'm not a doctor, but I know what the problem is. I don't have enough light. That's what it is. I don't have that light on. Squirrel. You know, I always say I'm not a doctor, but I've worked with enough clients to know that your body responds to things that are going on with you emotionally, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's family. Your body responds to those sorts of things. So oftentimes you find when you're releasing the old behaviors, the old habits, and incorporating new ones, you're actually clearing the clutter of your body, which will clear you emotionally. Make sense? Okay. Now, the next part of that is going to be, so that's the physical part. I'm sorry, that's the body part. So then you may go in, and this may be, hey Lisa, this may be a good time under the full moon, and you don't have to rush out and do it like right around midnight. Oh, good. Hey Stacy, you were just talking about the full moon. Well, here I am with the information. There's Sarah. Now we just need Amy. here I am with the information, and hopefully this will help. So it would be a good time to declutter. I know some people like to, hey, Carrie. I know it does consume our life. You're right, because what happens with not the body clutter, but the physical clutter. So when I say physical, I'm not talking about your body, but I'm talking about, having that stack of magazines, donate them to the library, having the lists of lists, consolidate your lists, because, and that's a whole other thing, but, oh, you're all driving home. That's a whole other thing, but when you're overwhelming yourself with lists, and I can talk about that at another time, you're actually cluttering your mind because you're thinking way too far out. And it's one thing to be organized like I am, but when we get thinking way too far out, we spend more time thinking about far out than we do worrying about what's going on in the now. Okay, but that's another subject. Make sense? Okay, so decluttering your space. Okay, you don't have to do a full spring cleaning. I know many of you have weather, so that's not even practical. But maybe set aside a place in the basement where you can take out that extra end table, or put that guitar that the kid wanted and they're not used in 5 years. Clothes, declutter that closet. Oh, I'm in your car, Sarah. Declutter that closet. Okay, that's an easy one, you guys. So I want you to write that on your list. You're fixing to declutter by selling your clutter. Yes, Lisa, this is what I'm talking about. But like what I was saying is, for those who are in the weather states, you can't put it out for free at the curb, or, you could do Craigslist, but I find those kinds of things easier like in the spring. Hey, Aunt, in the spring, if you're in a weather area. So what I was saying is maybe block a corner in the basement or the garage where you might want to put these things to have either A, a yard sale or garage sale, or B, put them on Craigslist or that Facebook marketplace. And I'm not asking you to do the whole house, declutter the kids. Yeah, I know you're not kidding, Stacy. You may not want to declutter the house, but do something, okay? Just something. Even if it's like I said, hey, Kim, even if it's like I said, just getting rid of that stack of magazines and taking them to the library. I know there's a meme out there that says, something about when I declutter or something, I bring everything to Goodwill, but first I drive around with it in my trunk for 4 months. And that's the truth. I'm one of those people. Make it a point. If you find that you're never going to get to Goodwill or Salvation Army or something like that, like, take it to whatever's closest. If you find one of those bins, I know some people don't like those bins, but it's your clutter and you need to get rid of it, okay? What happens to it after, trust the universe, okay? But even if you make an agreement with yourself tonight, oh, there's one of my twins, you too, right, Tammy? Oh, good, you're already started, Angie. Perfect. Declutter my past. Take on this. Perfect. That's awesome, Lisa. So you get it, right? So this isn't one of our big, huge, major moons, but it's a moon where we can do some work, okay? So we talked about our physical body. Now we're talking about decluttering our space. Don't need a bunch of costume jewelry to an old folks home. Perfect, Lisa. Clothes. If it's a clothes closet, if you haven't, the rule is for anything, but especially clothes, if you haven't worn it in a year, get rid of it. You're never, ever going to wear it. And plus, it's out of style, and I don't want to see you in it anyway, okay? Just kidding. No, I'm not. Like I said, I don't expect you to do your full spring cleaning because it's only going to be March. But what I do expect... Oh, Lori. Oh, I should do a decluttering workshop, huh? But what I do expect, maybe you've got a closet in your office where you're just hoarding stuff, where you're just like buying markers because they're on sale, 4 for $20 or whatever. Bring them to the schools. You're never going to use them. They're going to be dried out. You know what I'm saying, guys? I know sales are great, but if it's causing clutter in your house, get rid of it. Throw it out. Get rid of it. Take your 40 items that you know. Oh, yeah. If you're a person who does the Lent thing, notice what Lisa McLaughlin's saying. I'm not. But when you lose away the elephant, Heather, I had a feeling somebody was going to say that. Yeah, so if you don't want to do your clothes closet, maybe do your sock drawer. Just commit for me. Do your homework. Commit for one thing you're going to do physically that you're going to change, like declutter. And again, or release, I should say, whether you're going to release soda or candy or something like that. One thing for your physical body that you're going to release. The second thing for your house, absolutely, Lisa. The second thing for your home, declutter your space. Oops, feels like spring here in Cape Coral. I'm sure it does. Yeah, and then donate them to the school, Angie. Yeah, guilty. There you go. Okay, now here's the tricky one, and I'm not staying on all night, kids, because I haven't had dinner yet. Okay, I'm giving up drama. Good. Oh, Boss Dad 101's on. Okay, here comes the tricky one. Mental purge, okay? And this is all in my post, by the way. 40 bags in 40 days. Nice. That's awesome, Carrie. Aw, that's so awesome. See? And then you're helping other people at the same time. I love that. Okay, so the mental purge, and this is going to be the tricky ones, my friends, okay? Make a list. Okay, there's a lot of homework, but you can also find this post on my website. I posted it 6 hours ago, so take a look for it. So for the mental purge, so we did physical, we did our house. Now for the mental purge, make a list of all the thought processes and limiting beliefs that you are ready to release, okay? Number one on most people, probably mine, if I did that list, would absolutely be fear. You know, the weird thing is I'm not afraid of much, like out there. It kind of is entertaining. And there's a book by Davin, what is his name, called The Gift of Fear. I read that like 3 times because I've been told in my life that I'm not fearful enough, that it puts me in weird situations, but I don't have a lot of fear when it comes to that stuff. But somebody last night was saying they had a fear of flying. That's scary. Imagine if I had a fear. Yeah, limiting money beliefs, fear, the fear of lack, Jocelyn. So limiting money beliefs, Jocelyn brought that one up. That's the fear of lack, which again, it's one thing people know. Oh, Honey Rose, I love that. Fear of failure. That's an awesome one. So on your mental purge, so again, and I've said it 30 times, we did our physical body, what we're going to release physically. We did our physical home, our area, our space, because the universe is like, I can't get to you. I can't get through those stacks of magazines, right? And now we're doing the mental purge. I'll say it again. And this is all on my page. Make a list of all the thought processes and limiting beliefs you are ready to release. It is mentally freeing to get these out on paper, and for an even stronger release, you can burn the list under the light of the new moon, which is what I was talking about earlier with burning your list of the things you're going to release. Fear of being loved. That's a good one, Lisa. That's what you can do with it. So write it down. You can tear it up. You can light it. Whatever you want to do, whatever your process is, so you feel like you're actually energetically shifting, because that's what it's all about, right? Okay, number 4 actually. No, we're on the full moon right now, Heather. Burn it on the full moon. The full moon is releasing and the new moon is creating and attracting things to us. And make sure you get your crystals out, guys. Under the full moon, crystals, get them out, get them charged, get them clear. You can put your decks of cards. If you have a new deck, you can put your deck out. Oh, Heather, I'm sorry. It's late and I'm tired. Okay, yeah, we're under the full moon still. Spiritual surge. Purge. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I should do these midday, right? Use sage and essential oils to purify the energy of your environment, okay? So you've gotten rid of the clutter, you're taking care of the body thing, you can use your thingy to do the stuff, to do the essential oils. I don't have mine here, diffuser. I don't have mine here, but so I just kind of I just sprinkle the oils around my room. And if you guys saw my post yesterday, Even the guy, the lunch delivery guy, when he came to the door, he's like, "It smells good in here," and he didn't even come in. But I've got sage going, I've got incense going, all those nice smells that make you just feel connected spiritually. So you can use those. It's a good time. Again, the full moon is a good time to light the sage. Perfect, Michelle. Light the sage. And guys, if you have any questions, I love you all, but will you ask them here so everybody can hear them? Just so I can answer them. I can answer them here, because what happens is I do these videos and then my message box blows up with people with specific questions about their crystals or whatever. If you ask me here, then that'll be awesome, because everybody can learn, right? Okay, so clear your space. So you're going to declutter it, and then you're going to clear it with your scents or your sage, or, you know, if those things bother you, then just open the door for a while. I think it's been fairly decent up there. Actually, I don't know. Not that you all are in New Hampshire, but okay. Now, we talked about this one, number 4, and again, this is all on my page. Release toxins from your diet. Be conscious of the things you are putting into your body and environment. And again, that's what I'm talking about with the, at the beginning when I was talking about, you know, what you're going to release with your physical body. Thank you for asking that, Angie, because I had a feeling somebody was going to message me and ask me what Michelle meant by being washed. Some people wash their crystals off, some people don't. It's not necessary. It is absolutely not necessary, but that's part of Michelle's practice. So some people wash them off. Typically, if you're going to do a wash, typically a saltwater wash would be great. Okay. Some people, when they clear their crystals, they clear them in the ocean. Okay, and charge them in the ocean. You know, and you can do that under the full moon. You can do it anytime, actually. You can clear and charge them. Yeah, Michelle, wash salt water. And like I said, everybody has a different practice. That's what Michelle does. So you don't have to do it. It doesn't mean your crystals are going to be less powerful. But when you have certain rituals or practices that you do, when you do them every month, that's awesome. Honey Rose, where can I get crystals, and what types are for what? Oh, well, there's about 30,000 crystals, Honey Rose, so that's a loaded question. And you're in Massachusetts. Go to the, oh my God, in Andover. Look up crystals in Andover. You know what I'm saying. Somebody help me. Oh my God. Anyway. In Andover. Somebody look it up for me. Look up crystals. You'll find it. Or I can look it up. Don't say no to wine. Hey, Boss Dad 101. Washed in salt water. I'd like to learn more about... Should I do something on crystals? You think, you guys? Do something on crystals? Hey, Jennifer. I should do something on crystals? I mean, I could do an in-person workshop, but... I could do an in-person workshop and maybe run the live while we're doing it. I'll do that. Somebody just send me a message or something. Somebody remind me, because that's something I'm going to do from home, because I only have 2 crystals with me. I've got my Seven Sisters crystal, and I've got my clear quartz. Yeah, the ocean is awesome, Angie. I've done that before. Just make sure, thank you, Lisa. Circles of wisdom. That's it. So just make sure you hang on to them if you put them in the salt water. You don't want to cry because your crystals go away. Okay. All right, we're hung up on crystals. Okay. And that goes for pendulums and all that. Perfect. Okay, so we talked about clearing things up. You are good, Lisa. You will, Michelle? That's all. You mean at your house? At your nice house with the John Deere mailbox? Wouldn't that be fun to go to Michelle? Michelle's got a nice house. It's so warm and cozy in there. Okay. I have a crystal that was a gift. Never knew what to do with it. Yeah, and you know what, Heather, that's good enough if it's on your altar. Because here's my thing about crystals, and I don't want to make this all about crystals tonight, but here's my thing about crystals. When you go into a crystal store, hey, Robin from Texas, if that's where you are right this minute. Happy birthday, Robin. Everybody, it's Robin never jumps on my live. She's on, and everybody say happy birthday to Robin and really embarrass her. She never gets a chance to get on my live, and there she is. Happy birthday to Robin. She turned 30, I think. I'm just bailing myself out for embarrassing her on the live. Okay, so crystals. So what I always say with crystals is whatever crystal resonates with you, that's the one you should buy. Whatever you feel you should do with it, that's what you should do with it. Here they come. Sorry, Robin. Robin's from New Hampshire, but she's down either in Texas or somewhere else right now. Look at this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Say hello to everybody down there for me, even though I don't know them yet. So I happen to carry these two crystals, and I don't want to just talk about crystals tonight, but I happen to carry the Seven Sisters and the clear quartz just because that's what I'm led to carry. I mean, I just ask my guides and I say, what do I grab? What do I grab? And this is what I grab, and that's what I take with me. Robin, you're getting so many happy birthdays. That's precious. And Sue's here. Sue, it's Robin's birthday. Okay. So, and Gabby's here. Everybody's here. Yay. Okay. So, and finally, create a strong and clear vision of what you desire. The universe wants nothing more than to bless you what you ask for. Now, the reason you're going to put that, and you don't really have to do this right now, but the reason you're going to do that is because you're going to be ready for the new moon, because that's when you're going to put out what you desire, okay, with the new moon, what you want to create, what you want to draw to yourself. So get that ready, but tonight is all about, not tonight, tomorrow night, I'm sorry, it's March 1st, tomorrow's the full moon. Tomorrow night's going to be all about the physical purge of a body thing, like I said, like soda. I'm just using that for an example, but you know, like soda or candy or something. You know, give up just one thing. So you're just signaling to the universe that you're making a change, right? I don't ask for big things. And then the physical purge of your house, and you don't have to clean your whole house out, like I said, but perhaps and get your questions ready because I'm fixing to wrap up. In your house. You know, that stack of magazines or that pile of clothes or something like this. Just something symbolic of decluttering, because in the spring we're going to do the big decluttering. I'll run you guys through that. And then the mental purge, so decluttering limiting beliefs, fears, fear of lack, fear of people, fear of flying. I think my fear of flying person's on here. Those sorts of things. Write it down on a piece of paper. I release the fear of flying. Burn it up. Throw it in your fireplace. Throw it in your grill. Throw it somewhere safe, please, 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 please. You know, whatever fears you might have. And this is just a personal thing. You don't have to like go on Facebook and announce everything you did. It's a personal thing when you're doing spiritual work under the moons. And then do your spiritual, out it goes. There you go, Jennifer. Oh, I was using you for an example before you even hopped on. Okay, so then you're going to like purge the stale energy in your environment. Then you're going to light your sage. You're going to use your oils if you have any. You're going to use your thing you do that does the oils. Why can't I think of that word? Diffuser. You're going to use your diffuser with the oils. You know, you're going to clean your area and you're going to purify it, if you will. Okay. And then at the end of that, you could start writing about what you desire. But again, you're going to save that for the new moon. Okay. So you're clearing space under the full moon. And when it comes to the new moon, we're going to talk about attracting what you desire. And this is my favorite subject in the whole entire world. I did a post on it today. And guys, when I do these posts, like, I'm not lying. Like, I'm not sharing somebody else's. I didn't, Debbie. Hang on just 1 second. When I do these posts, like, I'm not sharing somebody else's, what they've acquired. I've knocked so many things off my vision board already this year. Oddly enough, I put Texas on there, and it was mainly because I wanted to get to the Houston area to see a friend of mine that I haven't seen in 18 years. And, but I also wanted to work out there. And by the time June rolls around, I will have been to Texas twice. So I don't play when I manifest something. Like I said, I haven't been to Texas in 20 years. Well, 18 years. When I manifest something, I don't play. Like I seriously, like I do it seriously. I'll be taking my second trip to Florida. I'll be in Hawaii for 2 months. Like I don't play. So creepy stuff's happening. It wouldn't be alive if something creepy wasn't happening. So we're going to talk about that when it comes to the new moon, because I want you guys to take your visualization. I want you guys to take your manifesting and your law of attraction seriously. If you haven't acquired at least one thing on your vision board yet, you need me to help you. And that doesn't mean messaging back and forth. You guys know how I feel about that Band-Aid. Help is you guys putting in the work. It's meeting with me. It's doing the homework. It's meeting with me again, doing more homework. I mean, it's a big deal. It doesn't happen in a 10-minute message, nor will I let it happen. Just because it's very time consuming and I have to address the things that move me forward, right? Because that's what this is about. Life is about moving forward. Any question? Oh, Debbie, what oils do you recommend, or did you miss that? All right. Debbie, when I'm going for, this is what I do actually, you know, Jocelyn, at least you're honest. At least you're honest, right? You got that going for you. I know, and Jocelyn, you'd have me do a workshop on all of it. I know you would. I'd be in like workshops for days. Although we did talk about doing a weekend retreat at home, because I'm going to be doing one with the book club, but we did talk about doing one in New Hampshire. That's still in my brain, actually. It's still there, so don't let me forget that either. Okay, to answer you, Debbie, so when I'm clearing, yeah, rip that Band-Aid off, because that's all I'll do. I'll put that Band-Aid on, I'll rip it off. Heather, give me 2 seconds. Don't let me lose that question. Okay, Debbie, when I am doing the oils just for clearing this room, sometimes I'll throw down, and I'm going to do it right now, like after somebody's been here, because I can't run my diffuser, I might throw down a couple of dots of peppermint, which I just happen to spray on my hand just then. And this is because I don't have, I won't stand you up if you do one. I get what you're saying, Lisa. I totally get what you're saying. Isn't that weird that I remember? Okay. Peppermint is always good for clearing. The other thing with peppermint, and now I feel like I'm doing an oils workshop, but the other thing I do with peppermint is like after I've had, because I'm having clients here like every an hour and then skipping a half hour and then doing another hour. So I like to clear the air. I like to clear my energy. So I might do what I was showing before. And do the and just clear my breathing with the peppermint. Okay, that would be one that you could use under the full moon. On Guard, I love the smell of this one. It just smells clean. So like if you're decluttering for this, if you're decluttering for this new moon and you want the house to really smell fresh, you might diffuse the On Guard. Again, I throw, what's it's gone. My On Guard is gone. That would be two that I would like. And then after that, I would do something, I'd put out like a frankincense or a lemon or a lemongrass. So something just kind of make it feel springy, okay? So that's what those are the oils I would use under the full moon. Any other questions? Chris will listen on replay. Crazy night created headache. Oh, sorry about the headache, my love. Let me go back. Somebody asked something. Hey, Liz is here. How can I book you for Maine? Heather, if you need something in Maine, I only travel to do groups. So if it's a group you're looking for, I work in Maine. I have a group coming up in Maine. Actually, I think she's on here. And I do groups in Mass and New Hampshire as well when I'm home. So you just have to message me. And I can set you up with a group. Private sessions are always in my office in Concord, New Hampshire, when I'm home. For those of you in Jersey, we are working on dates, by the way. We're looking at mid-May. for 2 weeks. So mark your calendars now because it's only going to be half the time. Yeah, On Guard. There's something about On Guard, Debbie. Like, I use it in the shower here at the hotel. Whoever comes and stays at this hotel next in this room, they're going to be like, what? Gabby, I'm using them both. So I'm using the Young Living and I'm also using the doTERRA. I did a live on that a while ago, but like a couple weeks ago, but I'm using them both. And I'll tell you why. I was introduced to doTERRA when I was down here in Jersey a couple of times ago. And I tried some of their oils and I like them. And so I have some Young Livings that I use and I have some doTERRA. I like them both. They're comparable. There's no difference to me between them. There's some that I prefer that come out of doTERRA and some out of Young Living, you know. But that's it. But down here, I only have my doTERRA because I had a friend ship them out of my office, and that's what she sent me was my doTERRA. That was easy access. I know my Young Living are in there, but I think they're in the closet. So I am using both. Are your live feed public? Absolutely, Lisa, they are public. Can somebody tell her, does somebody know on the bottom how you invite somebody? I got you, Heather. Oh, just your family? Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, group sessions are a minimum, when I'm home, they're a minimum of 10 people. So I don't travel unless it's 10 people. It doesn't make any sense time-wise for me to consume that much time for a small group. So 10 people is the minimum, 20 is the maximum. When I'm on the road, for instance, when I'm not in the New Hampshire area, so like Jersey, Florida, the minimum is 12 people. And partially that's because I'm paying so much for transportation to get to you. So I do have minimums, Heather. So, you know, you'd have to come up with at least 10 guests, and that's 10, not 10 invited, that's 10 guests. Angie, do you know how to share it? You're welcome, Angel Gabby. Put them out tomorrow night, Angie, or either or. It's really not, the moon is at like 1% right now. There's really no rules. If you put them out tonight, perfectly. Diane, so try not to be dumb. Do I connect with someone else? What do you mean, do I connect with someone else? I don't know what you mean, Heather. So not trying to be dumb, so do I connect with someone else? I don't know what you mean. Diane, I can get you the On Guard. The smell is just so fresh. Yeah, Gabby, I love it. I just love it. And they have a lot of products with the On Guard. Yeah, I just love the smell of it. And that's the one that I had been using before the delivery guy came to the door. He's like, I smell cinnamon, and he was running down these things. He's like, it smells so good. I mean, can you imagine somebody coming to like a hotel room and saying it smells good? I mean, that's awesome. I mean, I've been here 3 weeks, 1 week to go. Will smudge work or do both? Yeah, smudge is good enough, Marianne. Yep, sage, using the sage. There's a share button to the left, the share button, but what if I have a lot of people on the other side? That's fine if you have a lot of people on the other side. I just need 10 guests there. Pam, I'll be home March 22nd. I will be home till at least May 5th, May 5th or 6th. I know that's not a very big window, but... All right, Vera, thanks so much. Oh, hey, Vera. Hi. Oh, nice to meet Lisa's cousin. Hi. Does anybody have any more questions? Thanks for joining us. Vera, you're probably going to have to watch the replay because how did I go almost 40 minutes already? Like, how do I do that? Because I get talking and I want to tell you everything in one. I could probably go on a live and do like a marathon live for like 2 days. But welcome, welcome, Vera. Absolutely follow me on Facebook or something and catch these lives. They're so fun. You're welcome, Marianne. Any other questions? Yeah, that smell, Angie, is awesome. She's the right side of your brain. Perfect. Yes, Gabby, yes. Awesome. Any other questions for me? Oh, you know what? Hold, please. I pulled last week, oh, Kim, you're so generous. Aren't you nice? Kim's in Nashua. She's having a group. I pulled, stand by 1 second. Give me just 1 second. There were 2 lives last week and 1 live last night that people had shared. Well, actually 2 lives last week, I should say. So the one that I did, teacher or student, which was like my most popular live I've ever done. If you didn't see it, it's on my wall somewhere. Just scroll till you find it. Are you a teacher or are you a student? That one got like shared all over the place. I did pull a winner, and the winner for the people who liked, commented, and shared that. I'm praying, Lisa. I'm on it. We're going to, yeah. Everybody pray for Portsmouth. Even though you don't know what it means, pray for Portsmouth in connection with Lisa, please. Where 2 or more are gathered. I believe it, you guys. Like, put it out there. Send energy for Lisa and Portsmouth. We will follow up and let you know how that goes. Anyway, so the teacher student, you did love it, Honey Rose, like that one. I actually watched it again, and then I found people sharing it that I didn't know, which was perfect. So, but anyway, so the winner that I pulled, so to go into the drawing, you have to like, comment. So no, I'm sorry. You have to share the post that announces that I'm coming on, or share the video, and then comment and like it. And okay, so for the teacher student one, Angie won from Florida, of course. On the abundance one, Amy Robinson, she's not on here, but she won. And the one I did last night, I didn't actually ask anybody to share it, but I see that somebody went ahead, actually a couple of people went ahead and shared it anyway, and I appreciate that. Anytime you guys share anything that I do, with my name attached, of course. And that would be Chris, I can't say your last name. Chris, that I'm coming to your house in Maine. Hovasi, you actually won the prize for sharing last night, because I didn't ask anybody to share it, and like 3 people shared it, and that was really cool. That meant a lot to me, you guys. I do notice this stuff, and it's real important. I do notice. So Angie is a winner, Amy Robinson is a winner, and Chris Hoves. I'm murdering your name. I know I am. But anyway, so you are all going to be receiving a $10 Amazon gift card from me. So I'm going to need you to send me your addresses, your mailing addresses, please. A $10 Amazon gift card for those of you who shared the post, either the original post that I do say I'm going on, or shared the video, and then liked and commented. Because that's how we get more people to learn more, right? We want everybody, caring is sharing, right? Any other questions, you guys? I'm going to wrap it up if there are not. Any other questions? Questions. Happy almost birthday. Yes, Angie. Angie wins everything, just so you guys know. Like, even when she does things in Florida, like if she goes to like, or do it as a raffle or something, she always wins. So if you see her name, know that you don't stand a chance. All right. I think we are complete then, if we don't have any questions. Wait a minute, I did see something come up here. Hold on. I know we touched on stones. What do you do for a stone that is bleeding its color? It had been vibrant, but now it's dulling. Lisa, I think you're done with it. Okay? And that's what happens. Sometimes I can see that somebody's posting card. You guys want a card? Thumbs up and hearts up if you want a card. I wasn't going to do one because it's so late, but thumbs up, hearts up, smiley faces, no tears. Let's see if you want a card. If I get enough of them, we'll do it. So Lisa, if it feels as though, look at it go. If it feels as though you're not getting the energy, even though it's been charged, Lisa, I think you're done with it. But here's what I would do. Don't throw it away. And you know, sometimes like, if you have a piece of like clear quartz and you drop it and like a chunk comes off, or you break it and it smashes, because these will smash, you're done with it. And it's no big deal. But what I would do, Lisa, is instead of throwing it away, I would bury it. Either bury it on your property, or you could send it out to the ocean if it's not sharp. you know, and let maybe another person who needs it find it somewhere else. But I would do one of those two things, either bury it or send it out to the ocean, okay? That way you're putting it back into an element, right? Because you're either putting it into the salt water or you're putting it into the earth. So you're actually attaching that crystal back to an element. I hope that makes sense. Don't just throw it away, though. But I think you are through with it. Pull a card, please. Card, love your lives. Oh, Gabby, you are, and I miss you. If your ears are, it's me telling you about your awesomeness. Lisa, I adore you. Lisa, who I've never met, but I just adore you. Just in time for a card. Lizzie, you going to stay on for a card? Thanks for the love. All right, we're pulling a card. My goodness. My goodness. Robin, if you're still on, this is for you too, because it's your birthday. She's probably not, because I know she's traveling. All right, here comes a card. Sending love to the deck and looking for clarification, validation, and confirmation of what we need to know today, tonight, this week, this month from our cards and the energy that it brings to us. Ooh. To be fair, I don't know that I've ever seen this. This deck is probably a month old to me. To be fair, I don't think I've seen this. Hold on. Somebody was here, and I kept getting the sign of like a jester. This is like a jester. You're welcome, Lisa. Oh, I know, Gabby. I miss you. Okay. Gabby has the best address in the entire planet. Yeah. Okay, so the card is To Be Fair. It's card number 38. So if you bring that down in numerology, that's 11. You can leave it at 11 or, yep, that's it. Okay. That's my weird sister. She must have known I was on live. I tell her that I'm in Jersey and she still sends me the funeral arrangements. Weirdo. And it's on St. Patrick's Day, oddly enough. All right, 38. And I love to, on this one, in this deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, who is a New Hampshire resident, but known all over the world for her mediumship. Let's hear it. Okay, so like I said, when I put a card up every day, I just give you like a portion of what's in here because I'd be typing all day. But when I do them live, I will read you the whole thing that it says in the book. So I kind of do how it resonates with me when I post a card every day. But on the lives, I read it all because we get that kind of time. If I can find it. I've literally flipped back and forth 22 times. Okay, to be fair, the essential meaning is balance, justice, the need to consider options, mutual benefit, and the law of cause and effect. Oh, I should have put that other light on. Squirrel. The Oracle's message is life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being from status to doing, from discovering to loving. I gotta turn that other light on. Sorry, guys. Better. To doing, to loving, and letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. I love that, Sue. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content, I still can't see it, I got the light on. If you are not content where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Relationship message. Can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. Ooh, balance, baby. There's much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. Or as they say in New Hampshire, ideas. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Prosperity message. Now is a time for even exchanges. I love that because we're talking about all this purging, and what are we going to do? We're going to exchange it with good energy and bring in the new. Now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. Oh boy, that's a big thing that I work on, you guys. Oh look, Audrey and Gabby are both on here. Squirrel. Okay. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiation. So remember, all things must be fair. Keep this as your truth, and so will it be. Yes, it will, Lisa. We know it will. It might take time, but it will. Protection medicine. I do it every time. Protection message. Injustice and inequity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and be fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges when you stand up for yourself and for others. This is messed up, Lisa, and your cousin's on here. And I know it goes to a lot of you. I'm sure it does. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for, oh my God, I can't even. A good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Boom. I love this card, to be fair. So it talks about all different forms of justice, right? And relationships and other things that's going on, prosperity in all forms of your life, right? It's about justice and balance. And what is the sign for justice? It's the scales of justice are about balance, right? You know, it's got the two little round trays. You've seen it. It's about balance, okay? Justice, right? I love this card. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm glad you made me. I'm glad you not made me, because you can't make me do anything. I'm glad you suggested. Can I get that in a frame? Faux show. Actually, Lisa, you can take a freeze frame with, you can have the card and my face. Now that's priceless. The card and my face. Take a freeze frame of the, take a, you know what. Yeah, that's quite the card, you guys. So, I love it. I know that many of you can use it. Some of you, maybe tonight's card didn't resonate with you, but maybe another one. Yes, Audrey, right? You got your answer, right? Perfect, 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 perfect. You want that, Lisa? You want a framed picture of me holding the card? That'd be awesome. A screenshot. That's the word I'm looking for. Freeze frame. Oh my God. These roots are getting done when I get home. I refuse to do it on the road. Okay. Everybody, I adore you. Thanks for hopping on. I know it was a surprise. I know I went an hour when I was going to just go a few minutes, but that's me. A few minutes means an hour. 30 minutes usually means an hour and a half. All right, you guys, thanks for hopping on. I adore you. Winners, don't forget to, for those of you who shared my stuff, liked, shared, and commented. Oh, thanks for all the love. For those of you who did that, and your name went into a drawing and you won a prize, I need your you know what, your address messaged to me, please. And sure is never enough. Night, girl. Do you need some honey? Real honey, Audrey? Of course, always. When will I ever see you? Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. I will see you tomorrow. And do I need your hours? Never enough. I know it goes by so fast. The clients I had in a session tonight, oh my God, they were like, there's no way our time is up. I'm like, look at the clock. Like, they were crazy. They were so into it. And the guy was a skeptic. I love it. I love it. I love it. He was a skeptic, but he was open for whatever came through. LOL, I'm here anytime you need honey. That's it. We've got honey, honey. I love you guys. I know I look tired. I'm not as tired as I look, really. It's just long days, you know? But I knew that's what I was coming into. So I adore you guys, and I will see you very, very soon. Real honey, Audrey? All right, I will see you soon. I will be safe, Lisa. I'm here one more week, and then I'm off to Florida. If you're waiting for me in Florida, I will see you in about a week, right? Or so? Yeah, a week. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Happy March, everybody. Happy full moon tomorrow. I probably won't be on tomorrow. I always say that. Much love. Gabby, I love you guys. I don't look tired. I meant you have, oh, I have squirrel brain. Jocelyn, like one time I did a whole video without squirrel brain. Literally, like once. All right, you guys, I'm going for real. I'm going to take in some sustenance, and then I am going to get some rest. Oh no, I think I'm good, right? I just been talking a lot, Audrey. Maybe, maybe not. I talk a lot with my fingers too. I type a lot. All right, squirrel, I love you guys. I'm going for real. I'm going for real. Good night.